Tim, there is a malt box as well in the back if you'd like to plug into that. Are we good? Okay, awesome. All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to this very exciting announcement today. Long time coming for sure. We're anxious and excited to announce the music lineup for the Draft City Music Fest this morning. Just a quick high-level overview. The Draft City Music Fest is part of Touchdown Downtown, which is a 4-day list of activities happening in downtown Green Bay. So certainly there are many other things happening, including the Booyah Battle, the Uncle Mike's Kringle Combine, the Draft Day 5K, and the Living Packers Heritage Trail. But today we are going to focus on the Wednesday night and Saturday night activities known as Draft City Music Fest. So with that, I will pass it off to the City of Green Bay Mayor, Eric Genrick.
All right. Well, thanks, Mary, for the introduction, and thanks to everyone for gathering here for this fun announcement. But before I get to the main event, I just want to very briefly thank and acknowledge someone who was in this room a number of times yesterday, and that's our clerk, Celestine Jeffries. We had a very busy election yesterday in the city of Green Bay and all across the state of Wisconsin, and so just really want to acknowledge her and her team for all the great work and our hundreds of election workers, citizens across the Green Bay that stepped up as they do time and again to support our democracy. So really appreciate her and all of those folks. But thanks again to Mary for the introduction and all the work that she has done on this event, as well as the entirety of that Touchdown Downtown team that Mary was referencing between OBI and downtown Green Bay, the city of Green Bay. There's been a number of folks who have been engaged in a lot of planning and working to make this series of days an incredibly successful event for our community. And as many have said, this is a huge platform for us to show off everything that we love about the city of Green Bay and that we know our visitors are going to love as well. And, one of the things that I heard from some of my counterparts in Kansas City and Detroit, both, previous host cities, Detroit last year and Kansas City the year prior, their guidance to us was really, do everything you can to leverage this event. There's going to be a lot of people in town who wouldn't normally be in town. They're coming for, the draft itself, right? But this is a great opportunity to show off your downtown, all the amenities that we're all proud of. And so this Draft City Music Fest really ties into some of that advice that we received from not just mayors, but other, visitors bureaus and staff who are involved in those events. Also want to acknowledge our sponsors, displayed here with the WPS Foundation and Festival, and everybody who's played a role in making this event possible. And instrumental in all of this is On Broadway and Tom Johnson, who have been partnered up on this to bring forward an incredible lineup, some great experiences for us all here at Liked Park. As Mary said, on Wednesday night and also on Saturday night, some other folks after me are going to get into the details of that, but incredibly excited about everything that is planned. This is going to be something that is free and family friendly. A lot of live local, but also national talent is going to be in town. We're going to have a taste of Green Bay, food courts, a lot of local vendors able to be serving our visitors here and showing off what they do best from a culinary point of view. And then, as you all know, we also have this great beer collaboration with 9 of our local craft brewers collaborating on the 8th round Downtown Pale Ale, which is going to be exclusively available at the event. So again, just want to acknowledge Brian Johnson, Tom Johnson, James Anderson from the city's team with one arm. He's doing the job of multiple people. So we really appreciate that. We also have Brad Toll and Nick Meisner who are in the house. So I want to acknowledge Discover Green Bay and, of course, the Green Bay Packers, who, without those two entities, we wouldn't have the ability to do all the great things that we're talking about. Brad and Aaron in particular, Aaron Popke at the Packers, have visited maybe more drafts than just about anyone on the planet, and have been working on this for a very long time. So really appreciate everything that they've done to bring us to this point. The state of Wisconsin as well, Governor Evers and our local legislators have been very supportive, granting money in the last legislative session to this effort, and have been incredibly supportive all the way along. As has been talked about previously, there's huge community and economic impact associated with this. About $20 million locally, but $90 million plus from a statewide point of view, and we're trying to enhance that in the best ways possible to spread that money around to our local businesses and organizations and individuals, and these events are a great example of how we can actually push that number even higher. So when we have this opportunity to host these hundreds of thousands of visitors here in town, from my point of view, what we want those folks to come away with is a good sense of our hospitality, our food, our spirit, and way of life. We are the smallest NFL city, but we've got the biggest heart by a long shot, and I think people are going to experience that in a great way with these couple of events, but with everything that we have planned. And then lastly, just want to put in a plug for volunteer opportunities that are still available. They can be accessed on the city's site, downtown or Touchdown Downtown site as well. So, pushing people, encouraging people to do that. The citizens of Green Bay and surrounding communities are natural ambassadors. They serve in that capacity every time we have any kind of special event or Packer game, and I know that they're going to come out in a big way in that regard. So just really encouraging people, if they have an interest in lending a hand, would love to see some folks helping out at Lake Park. So I'm excited to show off our community, to demonstrate everything that makes us so special, and can't wait until draft week, Draft City Music Festival, Touchdown Downtown, the draft itself. We're going to have so many opportunities to come together, have a great time, and display what makes Green Bay special. So with that, I'm going to kick things back to Mary.
All right, thank you, Mayor. As he mentioned, the Draft City Music Fest will take place in Light Park, and the Broadway District is home to Light Park, and we are so excited to be hosting such amazing events in the Broadway District. And so with that, I will hand it off to Brian Johnson, President and CEO of On Broadway.
Thank you, Mary. As the mayor said, this is one of those truly unique opportunities for us to be able to showcase what's special about Green Bay. And we recognize there's a lot of visitors that will come from all over the region, the country, maybe even the world. And we really want them to experience what's unique and special about our community. And there's no better way to do that than to visit the authentic shops and restaurants and other businesses that exist downtown. And while this event will be hosted in the Broadway District, it certainly has the opportunity to have a dramatic impact for all of downtown. We've, just like the mayor, I too have had conversations with other host cities, Kansas City in particular, that really stuck out at me. And they said, hey, the draft grounds was a little bit a ways from the downtown area. And you have to be very thoughtful about how you can create programming that will attract people to kind of go out of their way from the draft grounds, and when they have their spare time, visit other parts of your community. And downtown is that core, that center, the heart of every community where visitors want to go and see what's unique and special, and why we have this nostalgic story about Green Bay that so many people want to experience. And so this event is really designed to help bring those people downtown. We have done some number crunching on this, and based on the number of visitors that we expect to see just for these two events, it's our expectation that this will have an economic impact of over $500,000 just in our immediate downtown area. And so those are, again, restaurants and small businesses that benefit from the power of spending. When visitors come to our community, they want to spend money. They want to invest in the different things that we have here. And our job is to make sure, as a downtown organization working with downtown Green Bay, some of their members are here too, our job is to make sure that we find a reason for those people to come downtown and do that. but it's also about creating an elevated experience. While we want visitors to come down here, we also recognize that there are over 100,000 people that live in the city of Green Bay, and of course, even more regionally, that are looking for something to do during draft week. And we haven't forgotten about those people. And I think that's really important to recognize, because while we are doing this event in conjunction with the draft on the shoulder ends of the draft period, this was an opportunity for us to leverage that national event. And how do we elevate an experience for the people that live here every single day? And so we're really excited to be able to share some of those details with you, and making sure that, again, we've been thoughtful about curating events that, whether it's fireworks or, kids activities, things I'm sure the team behind me is going to talk about, like getting folks out of their homes. You don't have to be afraid of traffic, right? We're going to create experiences and activities and things for you to do as well while this is happening. The one thing I want to highlight as well is collaboration's hard. There's a lot of reasons many organizations do not collaborate, and it is hard and it is challenging. And I'm hearing some giggles because organizations that do this know just how challenging it can be, but collaboration makes you better. And it would be very easy for any organization to come into this. This was, I think, initially really the mayor's sort of had this inspirational idea, and he could have just done this and ran with this with the city. But instead, he reached out to On Broadway and said, hey, you guys are really good at event planning and logistics. Can you be a partner in this? He reached out to Tom Johnson and said, you're really good at booking music and you understand musicians. Can you be a part of this? And of course, the Parks Department, leveraging in on his own organization and sponsors and many other partners that will be a part of this event. And while this process has been hard, I'm telling you folks, it's going to be fruitful, and the community is going to be really proud of the product that we're putting in front of them. And that's something that's been told to us time and time again from the NFL. Green Bay has been more prepared and more ready for this NFL draft than any other community we've worked with. And that goes beyond just the draft. That goes to all of the other activities that we are planning and coordinating throughout our community that visitors and residents will be able to enjoy and experience. So with that, I think I'm turning it back over to Mary, and she'll announce the rest. Thanks.
All right. Well, you don't just get to hear from me today, so I don't get to announce all of the awesome details. But let's get to the point of why you're all here to begin with, is to announce the music lineup for Draft City Music Fest. And for that, we're going to start with the WPS Foundation kickoff event that is happening Wednesday night. And for that lineup will be James Anderson from the City Park and Rec Department.
Thanks, Mary. Did a great job putting this all together as well. And the mayor kind of had the cat out of the bag here. I was training for the draft, actually, and my draft status just went down a little bit. But I'm still here. One good arm, so I'm really excited about this day, actually. The kickoff, it's kind of like a sports team. They train, up to on the off season. This has been going on for a good 6, possibly when it first started being talked about 12 months ago. And now we're leading up to this. The last 6 months were really the season. And now we're kind of getting to that goal line. And it's really exciting to announce some of these band lineups today. So really excited to announce the band lineup for the WPS Foundation kickoff draft event here on Wednesday. So starting at 4 p.m. at Light Park. We are starting off, we're going to kick off the event with the Chocolatiers. So the Chocolatiers, yeah. And I like chocolate. So, they're a Wisconsin-based 4-piece alternative rock band. They were nominated for the 2017 Whammy Alternative Rock Artist of the Year Award. And the band brings its unique brand of original music to the corners of Wisconsin and beyond. So really excited to have them kick off the event at 4 p.m. on Wednesday, the 23rd. Next up in the lineup on the main stage, and I do want to mention this main stage is awesome. It's got the video board in the back. It's something you see at national concerts. It's really a cool stage. So next band on the lineup, Grupo Con Sabor. So they stand out as one of the few Latin bands that masterfully blends multiple genres, bringing in a unique and electrifying experience to every performance. With a dynamic mix of merengue, cumbia, salsa, bachata, and punta. I think I said maybe all that right. If not, they break musical boundaries and keep audiences on their feet. Really just a fun exciting band, bring a lot of energy to the stage. So really excited to have them on after the Chocolatiers. And then the night will continue to roll on. Next up, we have Luke Combs UK. So dust off your hat and boots, bring out your cowboy hat. Luke Combs UK. So they're actually flying over from the UK to open up Luke Combs' new place down in Nashville. He's opening up a club down there. They're actually helping him open up his club. They're his official Luke Combs band. So after they come to Nashville, they're going to come up to Green Bay, and they're going to play for us up here at the Draft City Music Fest, and then they're going to fly back to UK the next day. So really excited to have them up. Get ready for an unforgettable night of country music with this full band. Luke Combs UK is the closest you'll get to the real deal, with the look and authentic sound of the Grammy-nominated country music megastar. So that's really exciting. They're his official cover band, and I guess from the word of it, I mean, they sound and look just like Luke Combs. I mean, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Next up in the night are the Riverboat Gamblers. So hailing from Austin, Texas, Riverboat Gamblers are a power punk 5-piece band with garage punk music that spans nearly 2 decades. Riverboat Gamblers have a rare ability to combine a cheap tricky love of hooks, providing a mix of punk rock, garage rock, and rock and roll all at once. So Riverboat Gamblers, really fun band. Like I said, playing for over nearly 2 decades. Really excited about that. And then I don't know if we have to create a drum roll or something, for the... So now announcing the national headliner for Wednesday night WPS Foundation draft kickoff is De La Soul. So yeah, this Grammy award-winning American hip-hop group is best known for their eclectic sampling, eccentric lyrics, and contributions to the evolution of the jazz, rap, and alternative hip-hop subgenres. The group released a total of 9 studio albums and 1 live album between 1989 and 2016. So after the Festival Foods fireworks goes off, then we'll kick off on the main stage, this national headliner, and really embrace everybody locally and all our visitors coming into town that night, and really kick off this draft week with a bang. So really excited about that. Thank you.
All right. How do we like the Wednesday night lineup? Good? Yeah? Awesome. Let's keep it going. We are going to move now on to the Saturday night event, the 8th round downtown, and to announce that exciting lineup, which continues our theme of mixing up the genres and really offering something for everyone. To announce the lineup for Saturday night is Tom Johnson.
All right. Thanks for being here, everyone. And thanks to the team that we've been working with on this for basically since June, I think. These guys are great to work with, very professional. Before I jump into this, I just wanted to say thank you to Jim Runge, who is tour manager extraordinaire, who's going to be helping with stage management, green room, everything these national bands need and expect when they're out on the road doing these big festivals. So we've got them taken care of with the best of the best. Saturday. We're starting a little bit later, so we're going to start at 5 p.m. We've got Locals Hang 10. They are a Wisconsin-based band that emerged as a studio project in 2020, writing jangly pop music influenced with classic 60s and then contemporary lo-fi bedroom pop. They're a really fun indie band right from here. You're going to love them. I love them. I'm happy to have them. Next up is Rebelmatic. They are a genre-defying force in the New York City hardcore punk scene. So they're traveling all the way from NYC. They blend a raw energy of hardcore punk, groove funk, soul of hip-hop, and a social consciousness through their lyrics. So they've shared stages with everyone from punk to hip-hop to big to small, grassroots bands all over the place. And really high energy live show, great human beings. We're very excited to have them. Next up is J. Roddy Walston, personally one of my favorite artists to see live. He hails from Richmond, Virginia, and he is an American rock force of nature. He's done Austin City Limits. He always did Rachel Ray's Block Parties. He influences, Southern gospel rock, 70s rock, electric piano. He plays guitar. It's an amazing live show with a lot of different influences. And, it's just something that once you see it, you want to see it again. Now we have on Saturday 2 headliners. So co-headlining and starting first, I'm very excited about this one. It is Jizza of Wu-Tang Clan with the Funky Nomads. As you all know, Wu-Tang is for the children. They are one of the most influential hip-hop bands of all time. They are going on their final ever tour starting in summer, and we were lucky enough to get Jizza and his live band to come and play. He's celebrating the 30th anniversary of Liquid Swords, which is a phenomenal album, his biggest album. So expect to see some classics from him, and the band, I can tell you, is top tier. And then our Saturday headliner is going to be Less Than Jake. Less Than Jake, yeah, give it up. Less Than Jake, ultimate party band. These guys have been doing it for 33 years. Ska punk band. They got guitar, they got horns. They bring the party. Great stage presence. So if you're looking for a good time, I mean, these guys are it. They don't just bring the party, they are the party. So we're very excited to have them. And I feel like throughout these 2 days in these genres, we've kind of hit something that everybody's going to be into. All kinds of different people are gonna have something that they like. So we're excited about how it came together and everybody that we've got. And yeah, what do you think? How did we do? All right.
All right. So the news is out. That is our amazing lineup for Wednesday night and Saturday night Draft City Music Fest happening in Light Park in downtown Green Bay. To talk through some of the additional details here, including the fireworks presented by Festival Foods and some of the other really fun events happening on both of those nights, I'm going to turn it back over to James Anderson.
Well, thanks, guys. I think the really exciting, I feel like, about this event is we're combining like this really cool music fest with a lot of artists that maybe Green Bay hasn't seen and a lot of music that is really exciting and fun. And we're combining it with a festival. Both of these nights are family friendly. Wednesday is very family friendly focused because we're actually building out these really cool zones. So I'll talk a little bit about each of the different aspects of this event on Wednesday, April 23rd. Both events, like I said, family friendly. They're free community events. We do have a really cool VIP ticket option. So you can go on and you can sign up for a VIP. You can get on the VIP blue stage right next to the main stage and have some good perks with that. So make sure you check that out. We're really celebrating, like the mayor said, our local community, but also all these guests that are coming in. So it's a unique blend of people coming in and also celebrating our local community for this week. So on Wednesday, it's from 4 to 11 p.m. Gates open at 3 o'clock. So when you walk in, it's going to be just a really cool atmosphere. You're going to walk in, you're going to have the food vendors, you're going to have the merchandise, trying to sell really cool things. And then you're going to go into the park and you're going to have these zones. So the kids zone is one of the highlighted zones. We have Burke Playgrounds and Lee Recreation actually donated this playground. It's going to be really cool. It's got a cool Draft City Music Fest where you walk into it. It's going to have really neat features in it, photo opportunities, really good play features like drums and different things to kind of combine into the music atmosphere and have kids play with the band, on the stage and have some fun with it. So this is going to include bounce houses. Right next to them is in the house here is Mischief and Magic. Yeah, come on, let's get them in here. They're gonna come in that right next to the kids zone. They're gonna be combined kind of in that area with balloon animals, face painting, magic, of course, because this event is gonna have a lot of magic to it. And we're gonna have a lot of fun with that. So really appreciate them. They're coming in and donating all their time in services for this event, which is really awesome. So really appreciate their help with that. So that's like the kids zone kind of area with that. Plenty of magical fun, like I said. Then right next to that, we have the glow zone. We're kind of combining it with the fireworks theme that night and really kind of sparking that night up with some, lighting up the fun of the night. and it also is light park, so it kind of combines with that theme. But that's presented by TDS, so they're going to be handing out glow wands, and they're going to be doing activities that are all glowing. Whether it's bean bags or different photo ops. They have some surprises that I'm not going to tell you at this point, but there's going to be a lot of giveaways, fun stuff in that zone, all glow oriented. And then we're going to have a container bar, beer garden area. Actually, it's getting delivered next week. We're putting it in at Light Park. It's going to have a really neat atmosphere with, kind of your traditional beer garden look, but it's going to be a little bit more amplified for this event. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's presented by USA Today and the Green Bay Press Gazette. And that's going to feature our 8th round downtown pale ale, that tasty collaboration that they talked about from the 9 local breweries. We're going to have, bounce houses, different things within that kids zone as well to kind of really tie in that family-friendly atmosphere and get people down there, because Festival of Foods is helping celebrate this whole thing by doing fireworks at 8:30. Actually, they're going to be kicking off these fireworks from 3 barges on the Fox River, and it's going to be a really unique experience that I don't believe, right, Allie? We haven't had this on the river, actually, fireworks before, so that's going to be new and exciting. We have 15 food trucks and food vendors that are going to be down there with all different kinds of flavors and tastes and different things to really tie everything together. And then we also have our alternative zone, Jabasso. They're going to be setting up an actual skate park on the street because we'll have the bridge and the road closed down, and they're going to be doing a really cool different lessons. Try different things with them, really bring in that alternative kind of sports flavor to the event, and some other surprises on the street as well.
James, don't try anything.
I'm not. No, that's not how this happened. So I'm forbidden to be part of the skateboard thing. But
Playing guitar that night.
yeah, no guitar either apparently. What can I play? A horn or something maybe? So the Packer drum line. I know they authentic Packer drum line is going to be coming through that night and doing some cool things, and we have a lot of giveaways as well. So it's just going to be a really fun night, a lot of cool things, a lot of good blend, like I said, of the actual concert festival atmosphere and also this really cool, like family-friendly, fun activation of that night. So Saturday, just kind of some of the same things, probably less focused on some of those zones. We're still going to have the kids zone with the playground. We're still going to have the container bar, a beer garden that is going to be a part of that. We're still going to have the VIP ticket upgrade opportunities, but like I said, it's a free community event for everybody, and that festival, that kind of festive, fun atmosphere on Saturday as well. Other things to note that I didn't talk about, parking, downtown city parking ramps, all the parking opportunities around the on-Broadway district or in that area district. So really it's just find parking as close you can to the event and get down to this free community event. The bridge is going to be shut down. The Main Street Dowson Bridge is going to be shut down at 2 o'clock on Wednesday and 3 o'clock on Saturday. So we're going to shut it down for these events to really make sure people can come into the event safely. And with the number of people that may be experiencing this event, you might be seeing people lined up watching fireworks on the bridge and all around that area. So it's going to be really fun. We're not having carry-ins allowed at the event, so that's one thing that we really want to encourage people to remind them that there's going to be no carry-ins. We're going to have a clear bag policy, kind of like they do over at the draft or at the Packer games, those kind of things. So no beverages, coolers, no chairs, and no pets. Like the mayor said, we still need volunteers. So if you want to be part of a really cool, unique, kind of once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in the city, please sign up to volunteer at one of the shifts online. And I might have forgot some things, honestly. I'll just call them surprises when the time comes then, because there's just a lot of cool things. Like these guys said, it's been a huge collaboration between not only our organizations, but so many local community and national community things. We mentioned, the UK Luke Combs band from Nashville. These guys that helped us with donate 14,000 of these I Love Green Bay canned water for the event. The Aim High is going to be there, and they're going to be they're a canned water company out of Nashville. They're coming up, and showcasing this water, all, authentic things. We got the Zip and Pippin in the background, and we have some, really cool things on this can. So that's really neat. Kind of ties in with the sign on the city deck, the I Love Green Bay sign. So there's just a lot of cool things and a lot of reasons to love Green Bay in the coming months. So with that, I think anything else I missed? All right. Well, thank you, guys.
Just one quick thing. Obviously, Tom's up here, and I mentioned him before, but really just want to emphasize that his vision and his understanding of music and kind of what we were trying to do with bringing together an eclectic blend of artists, something for everybody. It's really to Tom's credit that he's pulled all of this together. And as I said, in collaboration with On Broadway, Ali Tutt, who is kind of their events extraordinaire, has been super helpful in working through a lot of this as well, and has been it's just a huge asset to us as a community, and really appreciate all of her work as always. Yeah. But yeah, with that, any questions, we're happy to handle up here. Otherwise, we can break off and do one-on-one stuff too. All right. Excellent. Thanks so much.